believe that it's a community issue. From what I saw, another person was saying how we need God in the government and God in the schools. Y'all know I'm not religious at all. However, I do respect everybody's religious, background or whatever. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure everybody on this feed, including you, Martin, can go outside the door, up the block, and see a church across the street from a liquor store, across the street from Ray Ray and Pookie, who are armed with their rifles, sitting on the corner with a car full of dope. Let's be real. So respectfully to the religious people on the page, I don't necessarily think that it's a lack of God or Jesus or whoever. People are reckless and they're out of control. My car got robbed Christmas Eve morning. Luckily my children and I were not in the vehicle, but this just goes to show you that people just don't care. It could be a good single mother, a good single father. If they're going to get you, they're going to get you. Another thing, I go just as hard on the women as I do on the men on my personal page. What I will say is working in medical for Chicago Public Schools, and I don't care who see it, you got some of these parents, the females, the women, you call them, come get little Susie Q. She got a fever of 103 point something. I'm at work, this, that, and the third. I look up, I'm determined, I'm gonna call the father, and then I'm gonna go down the line. The father in bed, I'm gonna call the stepmama, the side dude, somebody, the side chick, somebody to come get this sick kid. If the parents don't want to be involved at an elementary, I got a soon to be 6 and my daughter should be 12 in January. If they don't even want to come to get these kids for parent teacher conferences, and then for this pandemic, like you said, what do you think is going to happen in the community? Like the brother's been saying, it starts in the household. The comment about the Section 8, I'm not in my feelings tonight, so I'm not going to even go there. But let's just say anybody from any walk of life, when you make the decision to do something bad, you're going to do it. I didn't have the best upbringing, but I'm not on drugs, no alcohol. I rarely drink wine, and I love me some Stella Rose. Really quickly, as far as the pandemic, and then I'm going to get off and continue to watch, I'm a room care attendant for Chicago Public Schools. Martin, if you could do this on your another feed, they are sending our children into these schools. I've had 15 students back in September at the same school for 6 months. At least 3 had COVID in my classroom and my care room. I'm an assistant to some of the nurses in the school. It is bad. I'm not saying pull your kids out. What I'm saying is start asking the right questions. They're coming in with symptoms. They've shortened the quarantine days. This is big. People with the vaccine can't get it. I'm fully vaccinated. Again, it goes back. We need these black men, these black kings to be outside of these schools asking these teachers questions. I see a lot of women. We need to see more men. Brothers, we need y'all. This is a health issue. My daughter was crying last week because she did not want to go to school. She thought one of her friends had died. We really need to get the mothers and the fathers. Brothers, we need y'all, not just from a violence perspective, but from a health perspective as well. If they can shoot and sell dope and all of this outside of the schools, we need to be at the schools on some, hey, what's going on? Let's get these kids some tablets. I go on the front lines, politically active for 6 years in New York State, and I'm leaving it at that because I ain't trying to put my business out there. But we really need to get involved. Kings, I love y'all. Sisters, y'all know what it is. Black code. We need a black code too. Martin been talking about this for the longest. I've been on his feed. We cannot help and save everybody. And if you're going to be a problem in the black community, if we didn't give you so many chances, you got to get out because I don't need my little baby